So check out this really cool technology feat that T-Mobile just pulled off. They did a 5G SA test. I don't know if this is in the lab or they're doing this on like their commercial network, but utilizing Nokia equipment and a yet to be released modem RF chip from Qualcomm. I think it's the X85, which would be, oh no, that's the most recent one. That would be like what's in the Samsung Galaxy S25. But anyways, 6 component carriers aggregating together to create 6.3 gigabits per second of downlink throughput. That's pretty amazing. Or no, I think what they're saying here in the testing, let me fix this. The S25 with the S80 with the X80 modem is doing 4.3 gigs. With the 85 that's up and coming for the next generation, that one's going to be having a newer modem. They'll be doing 6.3 gigs with this testing. 6 component carriers. All right, let's look at the technicals here. So we know the devices. We know that the vendor for the RAN equipment is Nokia. They've been doing a lot with Nokia. But they say they leveraged 2.5 gigahertz, that's N41, PCS, that's N25, AWS, which is probably N66, and then the 600 megahertz spectrum, which is N71. Okay, so what they're doing here with all this is combining all these channels together and creating all that throughput. But I think the most important thing is the higher order massive MIMO is what's really doing a lot of the bulk of the capacity creation. So this is really exciting because these channels that T-Mobile's got and the ability to maybe deepen the bandwidth in each of those channels, along with those aggregations, there's a lot of upside to this mid-band and even in this setting, the low-band configuration. So this is really, really amazing stuff here. These speeds are typically reserved for the millimeter wave, but in this instance, you're doing it over a lot of different mid-band channels. And, T-Mobile's going to really push the envelope here because they're not really doing anything with millimeter wave for the most part. Very, very select areas. They're going to really try to squeeze the life out of the mid-bands, right? The lower frequencies. And of course, the lower frequencies travel better anyway, so it's more likely to reach more people across a larger geographic space. But obviously, there's a time and a place for millimeter wave for sure. Anyways, to kind of close out the video, who's this going to help? This is going to help you. It's going to help me. Our mobility services, T-Mobile getting more spectral efficiency out of their network, more capacity. Obviously, T-Mobile is moving forward with these frequencies and likely not really thinking about new frequencies. And I think the industry as a whole doesn't believe that there's a lot of mid-band coming anytime soon, which puts you in a position where you're trying to get the most out of what you have. And, T-Mobile, to their credit, has been aggressively approaching companies and licenses holders to do spectrum swaps and acquisitions and lease deals to increase the bandwidth in all these channels, which allows them to increase speeds. This is not just going to help mobile users. The most important thing for this, I think, also is FWA, 5G home internet. Now, unfortunately, this is probably going to help mobile users very soon, like within the next year or two, right? This is probably a few years away from a true operative configuration for like a gateway for 5G home internet. That's the unfortunate part because those components are expensive. They typically don't sell the gateways. They don't make money on them. So they're going to wait for the cost to really drive down. But this is encouraging because eventually it does come to market, become, I would say a standard, and then you'll start seeing it across the board in a lot of different applications. I'm excited about it. But tell me what you think about this achievement. Tell me what you think about the prospects in the future. When do we see this hit the commercial network and actually show up in some of the stuff that we're actually using? Drop me a comment, like, share, subscribe, check out some more of our videos. We'll see you guys on the next one.